Yeah, hell yeah. So it's gonna be, it'll be lighter, longer and shit now. So a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they got enough time, you know what I'm saying, to deal with the bullshit that they normally into. They got an extra hour to be able to do that shit, daylight saving times or whatever. So they good on that whole shit. They ain't even got a motherfucking work. They gonna, hey look, they gonna always have time allotted, just to participate in bullshit. But aside from other things, like I say, man, black people are still feeling the motherfucking never-ending pain and atrocities that we face on a daily damn basis up out here. And that's the realest shit, you know what I'm saying, that I can basically, send out, to the motherfucking airwaves. That shit is real. You got some people out here now, they motherfucking, they blind to the fact. Yeah, they blind to the fact and shit, right? And they blind to the fact, right? Because the only thing that they're receptive towards is some gossip ass shit, some shit that gotta be dirty, some shit that gotta be malicious, some shit diabolical, some shit backbiting, some shit definitely gotta be dealing, dealing with tearing the motherfucker down. Anything that gotta do with that, people are into the dirty version. Like they love the motherfucking dirty version. So when you think about how dirty that the shit gets, right? I have seen like so much distrust and dishonesty. I'm talking about disloyalty within itself, just on social media within itself. I know it's some motherfuckers that got some real life fucked up lives. Like they done did some real shady ass fucked up shit to people. And it's like I'm thinking that this is their way to like vent. Like this is the way to get all of this shit out or whatever. This is the way that they can just take it out. They like talking about it. This is like a think tank, like rehabilitation or some shit or whatever. This is what social media is for them. Motherfuckers that be having not only skeletons and shit in their claws, they be having animal skeletons. They be having endoskeletons and shit up in their motherfucking closet. That's why they be moving the motherfucking way that they be moving. I'm telling you. You just gotta sit back and peep that shit. You gotta peep that shit for what it's worth, yo. Yeah, you gotta peep it out for what it's worth. And the reason why I'm telling you to peep the shit out, right? Because when you like constantly hang around people that are sad, when you hang around people that are real pessimistic, when you hang around people, that are real lackluster, people, that really got like a negative outlook on life, whether you know it or not, subconsciously, that shit'll be downloaded. It'll become a part of you. You won't even motherfucking know that shit. Just automatically that shit'll become you. What's good, Chantel? Just sitting up here building on the dirty version. But like I say, when you fucking around, with certain type of people and shit, right? The way that they are, they ways and actions, that shit'll rub off on you. And before that you know it, you will find yourself into some shit and you will have to ask yourself, like, what the fuck am I even doing? Like, why did I even involve myself into this level of subterranean fuckery that's going on? That's how the shit be when you think about it. Like, if you hanging around a person and the only thing that they gotta talk about, is what they got. It's like they never want you to advance. They don't want to use themselves as an example so that you can be or do the way that they do, but they more or less just want you to talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And as far as, what you're saying in reference to, the gossip and the backbiting. See, that's what people do. See, when you accustomed to doing that type of shit, when you accustomed, to just only being receptive to drama, when you are accustomed to constantly sitting back and talking about a motherfucker, it kind of, pretty much illustrates on how much of a life that a motherfucker don't have. That's pretty much what it does. Like, when you got to do that, I don't even be having that much time to be sitting back thinking about other mother. I be thinking about other shit, like how I'm gonna get from motherfucking not A to B, but motherfucking B to goddamn Z. I'm trying to think about that shit. I be thinking about not only food, clothing, and motherfucking shelter, but I think of various other degrees. Man, listen, when you feed into a lot of negativity, when you just basically feed into anything that touches you negatively, that touches your spirit negatively, what actually happens is it destroys you and you become that. You know, it's like it's an energy drainer within itself, but then from the energy that's drained, you'll in turn want to do it to other people. It's like you'll get destroyed, you'll get picked on, you'll get abused, you'll get verbally disrespected. Everything, you know, known to man and woman, you will undergo those things, and in turn, what you will want to do is you'll want to reciprocate that. You'll want it to be mirromatic. You'll want to unleash the exact same level, if not greater or higher, on the next person than what was actually inflicted upon you. Now that is some fucked up shit when you think about it, for what the fuck is worth. Now when you sit back and you think about it, you be like, hold on, so you mean to tell me that this person is upset with me? You mean to tell me that this person is mean? This person is upset? This person's octaves in their voice is the way that it is only because of something that somebody else done to them, but then they feel as if that, oh, okay, now it's my turn now, you know, I'm next in line and shit, so I get to do this to somebody, so let me go ahead and corroborate some old fuckery, some bullshit, some ulterior dirty ass version ass shit. Let me get some of that motherfucking shit right there, and let me unleash a can of pseudo-official fake phony as a motherfucker ass whoop ass on the next person. That's the way I be looking at it though. Real rap. That's what's good. That's what's good though. For real though. And it's like this right here. You know, when we look at it for what it's worth, man, we look at the type of actions that people actually emit, not only on social media, but people that just emit actions altogether. You know, you have to look at like how terrible and how sad, how boring, how lackluster, how null and motherfucking void that a person's life actually is consistently when they find the need. Aside from finding anything else, like motherfuckers can be finding jobs, motherfuckers can be finding their own motherfucking business. They in any of that, they can be doing any of that shit, but yet and still they consist and they choose to do the fucking latter. It is crazy. And that's word up. When you that's why, hey, listen, right? And I'm just stating this. A lot of you already know this, you know what I'm saying, honestly. You know, but you never can hear it too much, man. But you honestly, you most definitely, you got to watch the motherfucking company that you keep. You gotta watch the company, like real talk, because it's some company, like Three's company, it's some company that you don't even supposed to be a part of. It's some people's company that on how negative that it is when you become a part of it. It's like you are inclusive to it. Like certain people anticipate you being around to talk about certain stuff. Certain people want you around to be able to be somewhat as a yes man and a front man, a person of approval to a person, although that they're doing something that's negative, they're doing something that's counterproductive, they're doing something that's discriminatory, that they're doing something against somebody. It's like they got to have these motherfucking yes men and yes women around their ass to validate all of the extra inclusive bullshit that they got going on in their life. They gotta have somebody to do it, because if they really had some real live people around them, they wouldn't have any associates or friends, subs, or whatever the fuck you have, you whatever that you want to call it. Because if it was somebody that was like me, I'd tell their ass off the gate. I'd tell them off the gate straight like that, like you fucking up. Like you fucking up. Like you fucked up in the game. You see what I'm saying? I don't want somebody that's gonna be around me. Like I'm gonna give you an example. And you exactly right, Chantel. To co-sign and vilify, to verify, to validate, to whatever terminology that you want to use, that's what they gotta be able to do. They gotta get somebody to co-sign that shit. Because, you know, in the back of their mind, in the back of their head, within the deep depths, you know, of their little small ass, cold ass heart or whatever, they already know that they wrong as a motherfucker anyway. But see, being that me, you know, aside from all people, I'm just not for the extra fuck shit. So I ain't with public displays of you know, motherfuckers offering apologies and all that because they know they did some dumbass shit. No, if you burn this bridge fucking with world news, just consider your ass not riding over that bridge no more, because I don't even do that type of shit right there, like, at all. So you can dismiss me with all of that bullshit. And when I say that, I mean all of it, because when you got people that are so vindictive that they sit back, they calculate, you know, they plan systematically ways, you know, they devise different stratagems in order to disrespect a person, to bring a person, you know, down to their lowest. When you got people that actually sit back and do this type of shit, that let you know that a person got too much motherfucking time on their hands. Like, you know, me anyway, you know what, I'll do their resume for them for free. I'll do whatever just to be able to aid in the system. I will do that shit. Hey, listen, I can even add in some keywords strikingly that have been somewhat as effective in a lot of resumes that are used. I even put that shit out there too, just to help you the fuck out. Like, if it's that fucking hard to find a job, like you can't find a job, and you know, like I say, I'll put the link for Indeed.com. I'm about to do a whole video on Indeed.com just to help people to be able to get jobs, because the reason why it's so much bullshit that goes on social media, because motherfuckers got too much time on they fucking hands. They need to be clocking in. They need to grab, like, you know what I'm saying, like a time card and click that motherfucker. Like, they need to go and actually do some work. Like, they need to leave this phone or whatever portable operating device, personal computer, smart watch, whatever the fuck that it is, they need to leave this shit alone for a minute. This shit is corrupting their fucking life. It's taking a hole over their ass where the entirety, the totality of one's life has become nothing but a cesspool of YouTube and the motherfucking rest. That's what's going on. You can hate me for it because I said that shit, but I'm telling you the truth though.
Stay strong, cause this life is now over. Flashback to the 80s that roll with. Shot him up and down, nobody knows shit. Up heads, little heads. He came up to me with an eye full of tears. Last night, we shoot dice at midnight. Kid told us to play the...
Yeah, but for real though, like on some real life shit, man, that's what's going around. That's word up. And the thing about it is, right, I don't even think a lot of people are actually thinking about work. I think a lot of people's thoughts, and I have to, you know, just, you know, totally, you know, disregard, you know, what their connectivity is with children or whatever. But I think the totality of a lot of people's lives, you know, the totality, you know, the epitome of their day, the climax, you know, like, I feel like that people are actually living for this shit to the point where they have ceased to have other things going on in their lives. Like, they done cut people out of their lives, generally good people, just to basically be a part of the narratives that continue to surround and plague YouTube daily. This is what the fuck is going on. Like, listen, right, I'm telling you, this shit right here is getting to the point now where it's not only destroying relationships, this shit is actually destroying friendships. This shit is destroying bonds. That's what YouTube is doing, because now they've given everybody a platform. They've given everybody a microphone. And listen, right, everybody don't need to have a motherfucking microphone. I've been on here talking too damn much, so I'm about to get off here in a sec anyway. But like I say, man, everybody just does not need to have like a motherfucking platform to be able to talk, because it's a lot of people that are talking, but they're not saying anything as well. They're not saying a motherfucking thing. And the people who are attentive, the people that are tuning in, the people who are listening to them, those are the people that are being blatantly disrespected, because it's not even subliminal anymore. It's just like direct, because people are sitting on to the edge of their seats wanting to keep up with the next level of gossip of on whoever that creates it. And I'm just like, what the fuck? How the fuck can you? Do you got that motherfucking much time in a motherfucking day? I get off work. I've been motherfucking gone since 5:30 this morning. I get off work and shit. I get off work at 6 o'clock. Worked over and shit. I get off and shit. I get on YouTube and shit. I charge my phone up. I look. I say, damn. My phone had 13% of that motherfucker because I had to cut it out. You know how that shit go when you at work. But I'm like, damn, motherfuckers still on YouTube. I was like, yo, I'm on a ghost alias account and shit, looking at some shit the other night, you know, just checking some stuff out, you know, subbing it. You already know how that shit go. But I'm looking at some shit and I'm just like, damn, so your ass still up. So you been up all this time. So you telling me that you can spend this much time looking at a phone, looking at a tablet, looking at a fucking computer screen, but you can't spend at least a fraction, a quarter, a small percentage of that time with looking for a motherfucking job, or at least going to work doing something that's productive. I don't even understand that. I don't even understand some of the imaginary shit that's going on right now. People talking about they in relationships and shit. How the fuck do please explain to me how the fuck is you married and shit and you always on this motherfucker? How is you married? So your husband be going for this shit? So your wife be going for this shit with your ass always holding this motherfucking phone? So are you lying us? Man, don't be lying to me and shit like you married and shit. Cause that shit ain't even making no sense now. Unless they be sitting there with your ass and shit, looking at the screen and looking at everything that you watching on YouTube and shit. Hey, that's the way that man, listen, right? This is the way that this shit is going on. But like I say, this is just part one of the dirty version. That's all this is. This is just the dirty version. Just because I'm listening to Old Dirty Bastard. Just because I'm on this motherfucker dirty. That's why I'm calling this shit the dirty version. And I'm going to get up out of here, man. I'm going to let y'all do what y'all do. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all tuning in to the live. You know what I'm saying? Because I just wanted to put that out there, man, for people who might got that thing tangled and twisted or confused or whatever. Watch out for these dirty ass people. And you know what, Chantel? I was thinking about that SSI thing too. It might be some disabled folks on here or whatever. I don't even know if that's within the guidelines, you know, or them actually getting a check. But I'm about to look that shit up and see. Yeah. And I get that. You right. The family might be relieved they ain't fucking with them. But I know I'm damn sure gonna look into that SSI check. I'm gonna check that SSI check out. I'm gonna have to look into that shit. Cause it's too many people on here that don't be doing shit. They don't be doing shit all motherfucking day. I be working too motherfucking hard to get off and still see people on social media when I get off. I want to get off and post my little videos and shit too. I like sharing shit with people or whatever, but it's just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That this type of fuckery is continuing to take place every day. And the main people that ain't, listen, right? And the main people that ain't got no motherfucking job and shit, they be the main ones starting shit. They always starting shit. They know shit about every motherfucking thing. They know the latest gossip. They know all the shit, what happened in chronological order. Know people names. They done made people famous on YouTube just by talking about them and shit. You know what I'm saying? They know all of this shit. The reason why they know all of that shit, because they haven't had to use their brain mass for anything other than being within the relevancy throughout without the damn communication throughout the airways, the motherfucking interstate, the highway, the street, what the fuck ever. They know everything about that exists within YouTube, within the YouTube streets. They know everything about YouTube and the motherfucking wrestlers. They know everything about it. Everything. Look, they ain't even missed a fucking beat with this shit yet. Dang. So they get mail direct deposit. I ain't even know nothing about. Hey, I'm serious. I didn't know nothing about that. Like that is a new one on me. When I say that that's a new one on me. And you know what, Tanya? And that's what I'm saying. You know, I sit back and I thought about it, you know, a while ago. Because see, what people don't understand is what I try to explain to people. But, you know, they like to be on some fuck shit or whatever. You know, however the fuck that they want to do it. But, you know, I try to tell people that, you know, I blog. So a lot of these stories, I've actually written about them. That's why I make videos. You know, I just, you know, think it's fun to be able to illustrate, you know, a lot of the things that I think about. But I've actually written I've actually written a paper on that as well, you know, as far as how people are able to do that, because a person can look at me and be like, oh, well, you used to be on all of... No, the fuck I didn't, because I used to be going to work and getting the fuck off work. So no, don't even drag me with that shit right there. Don't even drag me with that shit. I ain't been slow to work or none of that shit. I just sit back and I wonder if there is in fact some people that we don't know about who may possibly be motherfucking hired by Google, hired by YouTube, hired by some fucking social media site or platform, anything having to do with an app or the fucking internet. Are they getting income from some other ulterior source that we don't know of? If you are, just inbox that shit to me. Tell me how to do it, because I'm tired of fucking going to work. I'm tired. Explain that shit to me. So you telling me if I just start gossiping about people and shit and all that, I can just say fuck work, fuck paying bills, I can just say fuck all of that shit? Are you saying that shit? Because if you're saying that shit, I'm about to start doing that shit. I'm about to start making some videos about some people and shit. If I ain't gotta worry about no fucking bills, all I gotta do is smoke weed and shit and smoke cigarettes and, you know, look in the camera and look cool and shit, play some music in the background, you know, with a, you know, another cracked ass phone and shit, you know what I'm saying, scream about the motherfucking fall apart and shit. I mean, like, if that's all the fuck that I got to do, explain to me, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Am I doing some shit that's wrong? I need to know that shit, because I don't have enough time in the day, you know. It's motherfucking 7:30, all motherfucking ready. It's 7, I gotta wake up in the morning to go right back to this motherfucker. It's 7:30, all motherfucking ready. Already. This my live right here, this it. This it. I'm telling you, this it here. Yeah. Right. And see, that's what I'm saying. But I can say that this is it. And the only thing I did, you know, just wanted to speak to a few people or whatever. You know, just talk about some shit or whatever. You know me, I'm just shooting the shit or whatnot, right? But my thing about it is, right, I haven't been attentive to everything that took place today, nor was I attentive, you know, about the shit that took place last night, because I go to rest early as fuck too. I, you know, made it, you know what I'm saying, my business to kind of stay up late, to, you know, kind of support people and shit like that when they be up in wee hours of the night and shit. But I don't do that, you know, because I have to get in the bed. You understand where I'm coming from? And at the same time, you know, at times, you know, when I visit her, you know, I like to go lay down with my girl and stuff. You see what I'm saying? That's how I be knowing people be on here lying and shit. They got imaginary lifestyles and shit. That's how you know motherfuckers really ain't in no relationship. Cause if you always on YouTube, how the fuck is you fucking? How is you washing your nasty ass? Not to mention brush your motherfucking teeth. I don't even see you eat shit. I mean, like, what the fuck is really going on with some of this shit that's on here? Think about that shit within the dirty version and get back at me. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. And you know what, Diana, that is a very important statement that you just made, and I most definitely will look deeper within that, because I think that there is a strong possibility that what may be going on, that there is some people that have been hired in order to follow people, to study people, to record conversations, to record live uploads, to record videos, to point out certain things within the comments, etc., etc. I feel it. And you know what? Shout out to you, Tanya, for real, because I already know how that thing go when you first get out. Like, when I first get off, shit. Like I said, I just been sitting here chilling for a little minute. We got off at 6 today and shit. Tired of shit that jumped up. Oh, hell. See how I'm yawning and shit now. I don't be having time for shit. I be working like a motherfucker. But, yeah, I honestly feel like that there is somewhat of a possibility that there have been people that have been hired that is receiving a check, that is getting money more than likely sent to either their PayPal, Square Cash, whatever money network system that they receive funds or whatever. I think it's some motherfuckers. I'm serious. It's some motherfuckers on here that are getting paid to spy on people. You know what I'm saying? I done heard people say all type of shit. I heard people say they got manipulated and confused, and they was convinced, they was forced. Motherfuckers even emasculated to the point that I done heard people say that they had people that made them stalk people, made them study people, made them listen to other people's shit. All type of gay ass, fabricated ass shit that you can't really believe, right? You gotta think about that old type of shit right there. Folks that'll do that old shit. I don't know too many motherfuckers that's sending people PayPals and shit, send them $20 or whatever. Hey man, just watch such and such page. Hey man, just go over here and flag such and such case. I send you $5. You know, shit like that or whatever. But within my mind, on an illustrative level, I can see that there is somewhat of a very rather large possibility that it is some motherfuckers that will do some shit like that, because there's some lifeless ass people that are out here. It's some people that don't have shit going on in their life, and there's some motherfucking people that's out here that don't give a damn about anybody else's life, and there's some people out here that's lazy as a motherfucker that don't want to go get no job, and there's some motherfucking people that's on this motherfucker that sit back and hate every day, and there's some motherfucking people that's on here that need to stop that bullshit, because they ain't getting nowhere for doing that bullshit or being in that bullshit. They need to just let that shit go. But like I said, this is part 1, undocumented, of the motherfucking dirty version. Shout out to the chat and shout out to everybody that's rocking with me. If you give me some time, because I ain't got a whole lot of time. I got to smoke and everything. That's why I ain't want to put y'all on pause and shit or whatever. But I got to smoke. I got to eat. I've been crunch time and every motherfucking thing. But I really want to get at y'all. But I'm telling y'all, like, seriously, watch these motherfucking subterranean ass agents out here. And I'm about to get up off this motherfucker. Shout out to the chat again. Y'all enjoy your day. Do what you do. Like I say, if you on here, you know, to get information, I respect that. If you're on here for entertainment purposes and you just on here for gossip, do what you do. Do what you do. But like I say, make sure that every moment count, just like when you hit that motherfucking time clock, that every goddamn minute count for them folks and the way that they gonna pay your motherfucking ass, alright? And I already know, Tiny, it's some real life feminine ass, little hoe ass, broad ass, motherfucking XX chromosome having ass motherfuckers that's out here. And like I say, this just what it's done become on here. I've sit back, I've watched it, I've experienced it. I have even grown to Ulithian heights and motherfucking fame on YouTube just by motherfuckers talking about me, and I just sit back and looked at it like, hey, you know what, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And you get a car. 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 It's your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it, though, for real, though, man. For everybody, you know what I'm saying, that put forth an effort to do that. Every time that you mention World News name, I want you to know that the World News staff, as well as myself, we cannot thank you enough for doing that. Look at here. Listen what I'm telling you. We cannot thank you enough. If there was some way that we could send you some nice parting gifts, just to show our appreciation for everything that you are doing and that you have done, we would really do that. We really appreciate. You know what? We appreciate you listening right now as well. But right now, I'm signing off. Much love, and like I say, pay attention to the dirty version, because there's some dirty ass people out here. I'm out, family.